took down when she was in this elevator, and like the Special Suicide Squad thought she was ditching them. She wasn't. She was just taking a shortcut. And they all be all of a sudden it looked like angry faces. It's like the rain fire at her, and Harley Quinn says, "Hi guys, well come on." and then they start kicking ass in this office, all of the entire Suicide Squad. It was a bunch of one was also Deadshot, he has his mask on, and sadly last we see him has his mask on from the comics in this movie. Hopefully he'll wear it more often than in the sequel, if he's in the sequel. Deadshot says to Harley Quinn, "I don't care if you're a girl. I will shoot you dead on sight, and I will whip your ass." Harley Quinn gets this flashback when she was voluntary threw herself into acid, and boiling acid, and boiling it was turned her, which turned her skin white like the Joker. Wait, was it boiling acid or boiling chemicals? Chemicals or acid? How do you know? Can you just check? That's checking. So anyway, the kiss, but it works different in comic books, Dad. Because you know how Two-Face got his face, how he became Two-Face. He fell into acid. Yet only half of his face got burned. And at least that's what I hear. I hear that's what his comic book origin is also. But I did that for Two-Face, right? Yeah. I think it's acid. Right, it's acid, but they said it's not the acid that burns through your skin. Acid works for different in comic book and the comic book world. Why can't you just accept that can bleach your skin or burn through your skin? I'm not asking what the internet says. I'm asking what does the logic of comic book says. Okay, so it's acid. Which also bleaches the Joker's skin. And so this was a flashback of Harley Quinn's past, and then she talks to Deadshot, asks if he's ever been in love, and what do you ever feel guilty when you kill someone? And he says no to both. So this is another sociopath, and I guess that was her way, was kind of flirtless, Deadshot, and see if she could get a better guy than the Joker. So anyway, Will Smith points out how, so our location is the garbage in the sky. And he sees, then he sees like the helicopter Waller is in. And he finds his file and he throws it at Red Flag and he says, tell everyone everything. And he does tell everyone everything of what's going on and tells her about the Enchantress that she was supposed to be piloting, but then stole the stone from Waller and turned on the team and somehow took the bomb out and is trying to take over the world and destroy the world. Or destroy the world? Anyway, yeah, basically the same thing. So the rest of the Suicide Squad says you can blow me, us all say you can blow me up, but I'm going to go in this bar to have a drink, and they all go in the bar and drink, and Rufag doesn't blow them up, and Rufag comes in the bar and says they're all free and destroys the thing that was going to blow them up, his heads up, and just takes off and apologizes to Deadshot and gives his cards to her that was from her daughter, and he's been keeping that from him, and she writes to him when he's in prison all the time, and they all like mention talk about that no one's going to know who they have been because they're the bad guys. Clark says that he's not ugly, he's beautiful, and Quinn says, hey, yeah, you are. And we find out that what El Diablo's backstory is that he lost his temper and he burned his family. And Harley Quinn figure out the rest of the story because they asked because Captain Boomerang asked what happened to the wife and kid, and he says he killed them, and he tells El Diablo to own up to that, and El Diablo says, well, right inside you're ugly, and she says that's the point. We're bad guys. So anyway, after reading his card to his daughter inspires him to do the right thing, and he stops Red Flag from going, and he says I'm going to be a hero like in the Bible, and we get a Bible reference and that's the second reference we get, mentioning something that he's going to kill this guy and escape from Blackie like the Holy Ghost early on in the movie. And so the other Suicide Squad comes along, and after Harley Quinn calls them pussies and gets her bad and just comes with Deadshot, then they all start coming in, and the Croc goes in the sewer and tells them that they're amateurs, and he says he lives for this stuff, and just like goes in the sewer, and we don't see him for a while, but we see him in the last final battle of the movie when all Suicide Squad team and all of them scared and getting prepared for the fight of their life, and they're tempted and see images of what they want out of their life. Harley Quinn wants to have a normal life with her Mr. J and have a baby, and Deadshot killed the Batman, not ending up with his prison, but ending up with his daughter, and that was his, and staying with his, and the daughter living with him, I guess supposedly, but we don't see the full. It doesn't show us that part, but you can kind of get what it was going for. Then El Diablo is him living with his family again that he killed, and then he realized that he snaps out of it and says, I can't change what I did, and tells the rest of the squad to snap out of it. And I don't think we see Captain Boomerang's what he wants out of life. I think we skipped Captain Boomerang. But we see Captain Rick Flag, and he wants to live with his girlfriend, the Enchantress, not as the Enchantress. And Rick Flag is the first one to snap out of that. It's saying because LDL's Rick Flag's the second one to say it because LDL says it's not real. Don't then Will Smith says Deadshot says I killed the Bat, and LGO says no, you don't want that, and then Harley Quinn snaps at it. I kind of want that. So they all and El Diablo goes up to the entrance and says this is his people, his family. So they all team up and start kicking ass, and we see Diablo's true form, monster form, which we see once in the film, and he makes a sacrifice and to take on the Enchantress's and kills the Enchantress's brother, and El Diablo dies by the Enchantress. So Killer Croc joins in the fight from the sewer and kicks ass along with the other ones, and it's like the rest, and then the fight goes into slow-mo, and High Quinn throws this gun. The gun. Skip. Throws gun in the air and to Deadshot. Another thing I like in this movie is like when High Quinn looks like can you put him back? I lost him. And they're like, and Will Smith's like, Holly, well, come on, the world hates us. And looks like Holly just turned the back on the Suicide Squad. And he says, I like what you're saying, but there's only one problem. You mess with my friends. And she stabs the Enchantress, and the fight, and you know, the fight happens. That's when the fight happens. That's when the final fight happens. Deadshot makes the shot and shoots the Enchantress, and now the Enchantress is stone, and garbage starts falling from the sky, and but the girl that was possessed by the Enchantress somehow survived through magic, I guess. The spirit of breaking curse by killing the Enchantress with a bullet. And somehow Walters would survive. It's really, we didn't see anything that suggesting that she was dead, but we kind of had a pretty good feeling that's what was going to happen. But hey, if Walter, the girl that was possessed by the Enchantress can survive, why not Walter? So, that was, wait, she was going to be killed by the Enchantress. I guess the Enchantress was in a good mood and decided to hold her horses, or maybe hold one in some sort of cocoon stone, or something like that, I don't know. All the bad guys were going to go off, do their own thing, do their own bad guys things, be bad guys, and Walter kills the party, and they all end up back in Blackgate Prison with a release, with a few years off their time in prison. Like 5 years years off their time in prison. Everyone cooperates, but they all want something from this. And Deathstroke says, no, fuck this shit. I'm gonna see my fuck you. Says like fuck this shit, this is bull crap. I am seeing my daughter, and she says that can be arranged, and he sees his daughter and goes up with Captain Red Flag after helping his daughter with her homework, and goes back into prisons. And he says, "Yeah, you're going now there? Yeah, I kind of promised my friend I wouldn't try to kill them." It's such a funny line. Dad, there's water you have to clean up.
Okay.
So, Croc's terms were he wants to watch television. So he gets a television, and Holly wanted a cappuccino machine. And Captain Boomerang says, I'm not going back to prison. I'm leaving. And you know, because he didn't actually ask for anything, he just wanted out. He says he ends up with nothing except this was yelling at girls, says, please let me out. Yeah, let me out. and ending with a Bohemian Rhapsody. Bohemian Rhapsody, right? Is that right? Bohemian Rhapsody playing, and by Freddie Mercury, and the Joker. Explosion happens through the wall, and the Joker and his men break into Blackgate to Polly escape with her pudding, and it's like that. Suicide Squad. The tagline's like Suicide Squad, and cool, colorful end credits happen, and this awesome soundtrack plays. It's really fun to watch. I got the soundtrack, Miss Gormia. Bye bye, love you. And hello, Miss James, love you too if you're watching us.